Chosen one, your body is going through something that you can't explain. You don't feel sick, but you don't feel normal either. You are tired, but sleep doesn't help. You are hungry, but food doesn't fill you up. You want peace and quiet, but noise is always around you. Your temperature changes for no apparent reason. Your energy drops out of the blue. Your heart races even when nothing is wrong. And every doctor you've seen has told you the same thing. Your tests were normal. You are not sick in any way. But you know better. You know something is going on. Things are changing at a level that medical science can't see. Things are changing. You are correct. What you're going through is not physical. It's spiritual. Your body is getting used to the new settings. Your frequency is shifting. And everything in your physical world that doesn't match your new vibration is being pushed out, ejected, or thrown out. Right now, stop what you're doing. Don't let this play in the background. Part 2, 988 characters. Don't let your thoughts drift to your to-do list. This message didn't just happen to find you. At this very moment, you were meant to hear this. So close everything else. Pay full attention here. Take 3 deep breaths, 1 through your nose and 1 through your mouth, slowly and on purpose. Let your shoulders fall. Let go of your jaw. Feel a little bit of space open up in your chest. That feeling you just had is not relaxation. That is what recognition is. Your spirit just confirmed what your mind has been wondering. This message is for you. Before we go any further, if you felt that confirmation, if something clicked inside you, I need you to do something. Right now, hit that like button. And this is why it matters. When you interact with content that strikes a chord with you, you let the platform know that this message needs to get to more people. You help the algorithm see that this isn't just for fun. It is the act of activating. It is waking up. Paragraph 3, 1059 characters. People who have been looking for answers in all the wrong places will find this to be true. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's keep going. What you are about to hear will explain everything that has been going on with you. Chosen one, let me tell you what has been happening to your body. And you tell me if this is right. You can't eat some fruits anymore. Things you used to love now taste bad or make you sick. Your body is rejecting foods that are processed, heavy, or have chemicals in them that you never noticed before. And it's not a diet. You didn't make this choice on purpose. Your body just stopped wanting these things. You take a bite and your stomach turns. You finish eating and feel heavy, low, and almost sick. You've been wondering what's wrong with you. Why can't you just eat like a normal person? Or maybe it's this, some music makes you feel bad physically now. 989 characters in paragraph 4. Songs you used to love now sound harsh, angry, and out of control. You turn on the radio, but you have to turn it off right away because the frequency doesn't feel right. The lyrics are not the problem. It's not even the type of music. The vibration is what makes it work, and you can't tell anyone about it because they'll think you're being dramatic. But you know how you feel. You know it's true. Or what about this? You can't be around some people anymore, not because they did anything to you or because you're mad at them, but because being around them makes you feel tired right away. You feel tired within 5 minutes of walking into a room, you tuck, and then you need hours to get back to normal. And these people aren't bad. These people are not bad for you. They are just on a different frequency than you are now. And every time you stay with them, because you have to or because it's polite, you feel like you're betraying yourself. Paragraph 5, 999 characters. Does any of this ring a bell? If you just got chills and thought, how does this person know exactly what I'm going through? Then you need to leave the number 33 in the comments right away. Not because I need engagement, but because you need to know that you're not crazy, that you're not alone, and that what you're going through is real and happening to thousands of other chosen ones at the same time. So go ahead and let that 33 go. Remember this moment. Say that you are awake. Now I'll tell you what's really going on. You are not going crazy. You are not getting harder to deal with. You are not getting intolerances that are random. You are going up. You are getting more frequent. When your frequency goes up, everything that vibrates lower than your new baseline becomes too much to handle. Your body isn't rejecting food. It's rejecting density. Your ears don't hate music. They hate dissonance. Your energy isn't pushing people away. It's pushing things that aren't in line with it. 6. Paragraph 994 characters. This isn't a problem. This is a cleaning out. Your whole body is getting rid of everything that doesn't fit with who you are becoming. And this is the part that most people don't get. This isn't a slow process. This is out of the blue. You don't slowly stop liking things over months and years. You can like something one day and hate it the next. You can handle being in some places 1 week, but the next week it feels like you're suffocating. You can talk to some people 1 minute, and then their energy feels like static the next. You've been trying to get back to normal, push through it, and get over it. Stop, don't fight this. This isn't something you can get over. You should honor this. Your body is telling you in real time what works with your new frequency and what doesn't. Hear it. Let me tell you about something else that might not have crossed your mind yet. Time seems weird. Some days seem to last forever. Paragraph 7, 1014 characters. Some days go by in what seems like minutes. Your clock says one thing, but it feels like something else. You can't figure out where the time went when hours and whole afternoons go by. You weren't bothered. You weren't putting things off. Time just worked differently. That's because you're moving between different timelines. You are no longer fully anchored in linear time. You are working in quantum time, where the past, present, and future all happen at the same time, where what you do today has an effect on both your past and your future, and your brain can't figure it out because it wasn't made to. It just feels strange, out of place, and wrong. And since we're on the subject of strange things, let's talk about dreams. Not normal dreams, dreams that come true, dreams where you see things before they happen. You talk to people in your dreams, and then the next day you have that same conversation. Paragraph 8, 1021 characters. Dreams that show you warnings, answers, directions, and confirmations. And when you wake up, the dream doesn't go away like most dreams do. It stays there. It stays. It seems more real than your life when you're awake, and you don't tell people about them anymore because they don't get it. They think you're making things up, being superstitious, or reading too much into random thoughts, but you know the difference. You can tell when a dream is just your brain working, and when it is a message from God. This is what I need you to know about the scene you're in. You aren't getting ready for the next level. You're already in it. You aren't getting ready to move. You already moved. You're not going to enter a new dimension. You went in weeks or even months ago. You didn't know it because you were waiting for a big announcement, a clear sign, or proof that you were right. But the change doesn't happen with fireworks. It happens quietly, inside. Paragraph 9, 1016 characters, and by the time you notice you've moved, you've already been working in the new area for a while. That's what's going on right now. You are not changing into someone else. You are already a new person. Your spirit knows it. Your body is getting used to it. Your mind is the last part to catch up. What does this mean in real life? You don't have to follow the old rules anymore. The things that held you back before don't hold you back anymore. The timelines that told you how long things would take no longer control your speed. You are about to go through what I call quantum leaps. You skip levels and skip steps that other people have to take one at a time. You go from point A to point Z without touching B through Y. And people will be confused by it. They will want to know how you did it. They will want to know your secret, your plan, and your formula. And they won't understand your answer because there was no plan. 10th paragraph, 1001 characters. There was just alignment. There was only obedience. There was only trust. Please let me be clear so you know what to look for. You're going to meet someone who will change your life. Not in a romantic way, but someone who can get into rooms you didn't even know were there. Someone who sees something in you that you've been trying to say for years, but have never been able to put into words. Someone who connects you with the right person, the right opportunity, and the right door. And it will happen quickly. One talk, one meeting, one introduction, and all of a sudden you're in rooms you weren't in last month, having conversations you couldn't have had last year, and working at a level you didn't think you'd reach for another 10 years. That is a huge jump, and it's on its way. You will also get a chance that doesn't make any sense. You don't meet the requirements on paper. You don't have the right skills or experience. Paragraph 11 has 1009 characters. You don't have the network. Still, they will offer it to you, and every logical part of you will scream that this is a mistake, that they must have you confused with someone else, and that there is no way this is real. Don't pay attention to that voice. Your whole mind is trying to make sense of the new things that are happening in this dimension you just entered. For doesn't follow reason. Provision does not adhere to formulas. Excess does not depend on prerequisites. It follows the number of times. It follows the alignment. It comes after anointing, and you have all three. If this is making you feel something, like you're getting ready for something you can't quite put your finger on yet, please share this video before we move on. Send it to someone who has been having the same weird symptoms, the same unexplainable changes, the same confusing experiences. When chosen ones find each other and realize they are not alone in what they are going through, It creates a synergy. 1,000 characters in paragraph 12. It brings everyone together and speeds them up by creating a shared frequency. So don't just read this message, share it with others. Join the network that is waking up all over the world at the same time. Let's talk about how lonely you've been chosen one. And this isn't just normal loneliness. This isn't about missing people or wanting more friends. This is loneliness that comes from being alive, the kind that makes you feel like you're on a different planet than everyone else, where you are in the room but not in the room, where you're talking to each other but not really getting to know each other. You are around a lot of people but feel completely alone, and you have been blaming yourself for it, thinking that you might be antisocial, you might be too choosy, you might need to lower your standards and just act like everyone else. No. What you're going through is loneliness in a different way. You are vibrating at a frequency most of the people around you aren't it yet. Paragraph 13, 1027 characters. You see things they can't see, feel things they can't feel, and know things they haven't learned, and small talk or a surface-level connection won't help you get over that gap. You need to go deeper. You need something real. You need to talk about more than the weather, weekend plans, and what's popular right now, and those talks are rare. Not because there aren't any deep people, but because you haven't met your tribe yet. They are on their way. They are being pulled toward you right now. They are feeling the same thing you are, and as soon as you see them, you'll know. The connection will happen right away. It will be easy to understand. It will be clear that the alignment is correct, but you have to be okay with being alone until they get there. You have to be okay with people not getting you. You don't have to fit in because that was never your job to stand out. You have to break the rules. It shows people what can happen when they stop following the rules. Paragraph 14, 987 letters. Being alone is not a punishment. It's a placement. You are being set apart so that when you are revealed, the difference is clear. It's clear that things are different when you go outside. There's no doubt about your authority when you speak. There's something else going on that you may not have noticed. You are starting to automatically push away some energies. Don't even have to try. People feel uneasy just because you're there. Not because you're doing anything to them, but because your light shows what they're hiding. Your calmness is a challenge to their chaos. Your clarity shows how confused they are. They don't know how to deal with the fact that your boundaries challenge their sense of entitlement, so they either back off or attack, either back off quietly or come at you with aggression. Both of these answers show that your frequency has changed, since neutral people don't make strong reactions, people with power do. 15 paragraphs, 999 characters. So if someone suddenly has a problem with you for no clear reason, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Don't try to fix what they think is broken. Know what it is. You got too big for them. Their energy has gotten too high for them to handle. So instead of meeting you halfway, they are trying to pull you back down. Let them give it a shot. No, they can't. You are on a frequency that they can't get to, a part of space they can't get into, a place they aren't allowed to go. Then be uncomfortable. Then let them be confused. Let them be scared. That is not something you need to worry about. Your job is to stay on track with where you're going, not to worry about how they feel about where you've been. In the next few weeks, I want you to pay attention to this. Keep an eye on what comes to you without you having to chase it. Opportunities you didn't ask for, things you didn't make through networking, things you didn't plan for, thoughts you didn't come up with. You didn't plan how to solve the problems. Part 16, 1014 characters. Everything is going to start showing up, not because you worked harder or found a secret formula, but because you aligned, raised your frequency, cleared your vessel, and let go of control. Now the universe can give you what it has been keeping for you, what it couldn't give you before because you weren't ready to handle it, what it couldn't let go of because you were still holding on to things that needed to go. But this is the test. When it comes, you have to accept it without feeling guilty, wondering if you deserve it, or waiting for something bad to happen. You should see it as proof that you are exactly where you should be, that you didn't skip any steps, you just went up a different set of stairs, that you didn't cheat the system, you just worked in a different system, because you are the chosen one. The rules that apply to everyone else do not apply to you. Time does not control you, logic does not limit you, you are not limited by past decisions. Paragraph 17, 1000 characters. You are acting in God's favor, which doesn't make sense to people. It just does. Let me tell you about the attacks you've been having. And I'm not talking about attacks that are easy to see. I'm talking about the small ones. The thoughts that come to you out of nowhere and tell you that you're crazy, that you're making all of this up, that you're reading too much into normal things. The doubts that come up right after you think you know what you want, the worry that comes up just before you do something big, the fog that makes it hard for you to think clearly when you need to the most. These are not random, these are planned. Enemy knows what's coming, so they send you these assignments to slow you down, keep you from focusing, and make you feel bad. He knows what you're getting into. He knows what happens when you turn on, and he is very scared, so he sends an interference. He makes people doubt, makes your fears worse. Paragraph 18, 1012 letters. He makes you think about the times you failed in the past. He makes your current problems seem bigger, tells you in a low voice that you aren't ready, qualified, or chosen. And if you're not careful, you'll agree with him. You will begin to believe the falsehoods, will begin to doubt what you know. You will start to pull back from what you were going toward. He wants that to happen. He doesn't have to kill you. He just needs to keep you waiting long enough that you miss your chance. He only needs to confuse you long enough for you to make a mistake. He only needs to get you down long enough for you to give up just before the breakthrough. Don't let him win. Don't believe his whispers more than what heaven says. Don't let temporary confusion get in the way of your permanent calling. You know who you are. You know what you have. You know why you're here. That doesn't change because of the doubt. That doesn't go away because of fear. That doesn't change because of the attack. It just shows that you are a threat, and threats get targeted. Paragraph 19, 1008 characters. So where the opposition is a badge of honor, let it remind you that you are not like everyone else. You are not normal. You are not unimportant. You are a threat to the Dark Kingdom, and the closer you get to being fully activated, the more resistance there is. But resistance doesn't mean stop. It is a marker for a mile. It means you're getting close. Now, let me change the subject and talk about the creative ideas that are coming to you right now. Ideas are coming in faster than you can write them down. You are getting answers to problems you weren't even trying to solve. You have visions that come to you at random times, and you have pages of notes, voice memos, half-finished projects, and ideas that you haven't had time to fully develop. Part of you feels like it's too much. You feel like you can't keep up, like you're getting too much. That is not what is going on, though. You are not getting too much. 20th paragraph, 1031 characters. You have everything you need to make what you are about to make. Each thought is a piece. Every vision is a component. Every download is an ingredient. And when the time comes, when you are actually in the season of execution, it is all going to come together. What feels scattered right now will become structure. What feels overwhelming right now will become clarity. What feels impossible right now will become inevitable. So do not throw anything away. Do not dismiss the ideas that seem too big, too strange, or too far-fetched. Capture them, document them, and honor them, because they are not random thoughts. They are blueprints. They are assignments. They are invitations to build something that does not exist yet, something the world needs but does not know it needs, something that will shift culture, influence industries, and impact generations. And it is being entrusted to you, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Not because you have it all figured out, but because you are open. Paragraph 21, 1011 characters. Not because you are the most talented, but because you are the most aligned, chosen one. If you are still with me, if you have made it this far, that is not an accident. That is a sign that everything I just said was meant specifically for you. So before you leave this moment, I need you to do something powerful. Type the word ready in the comments, not because you feel ready, but because you are choosing to be ready. Because you are declaring that whatever is coming, you are going to face it. Whatever is required, you are going to do it. Whatever is being asked, you are going to trust it. When you type that word, you are not just commenting, you are activating, you are releasing faith. You are opening a portal for having to move in your life in ways that defy logic. So type ready. Subscribe if you have not. Make sure notifications are turned on, and share this with someone who needs to hear it, because chosen one. You are not reading this by accident. You are being prepared and positioned. Paragraph 22, 1001 characters. You are being activated, and what happens next is going to rewrite your entire story. But you have to stay in alignment. You have to trust the process. You have to honor the shift, because the old version of you cannot carry what is coming. Only this new frequency can. Only this new you can. And that is exactly who you are becoming. Let me close with this. Everything you have been through was necessary. Every loss prepared you. Every betrayal taught you. Every disappointment redirected you. Every delay positioned you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was punishment. It was all preparation. And now you are stepping into the scene where it all makes sense, where the pieces connect, where the puzzle completes. where the vision becomes visible. You are about to see doors open that were closed for years. You are about to receive confirmations you stopped asking for. You are about to experience breakthroughs in areas you gave up on, and it is going to happen fast. Paragraph 23, 1018 characters. It will happen so fast that you will barely have time to process it. That is quantum movement. That is divine acceleration. That is what happens when you finally align with your true frequency. So get ready, stay focused, and keep trusting, because Chosen One, your time is not coming, your time is here, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will ever be the same again. But before you step fully into what is next, there are some things you need to understand about this transition you are in, because if you do not understand what is happening, you will misinterpret it. You will fight against the very process that is designed to liberate you. So let me break down what is happening, so you can stop resisting and start receiving. First, let's talk about the physical exhaustion you have been feeling. You are sleeping enough, sometimes even more than usual, but you wake up tired. Simple tasks require enormous effort, but nothing is wrong. Your body is undergoing a massive energetic upgrade. Paragraph 24, 1010 characters. It is processing and integrating new frequencies, and that process requires energy. So your body is redirecting energy toward internal transformation. That is why you feel tired, not because you are weak, but because you are being rewired. Think of it like a phone update. When your phone updates, it slows down, battery drains faster, but once the update is complete, everything runs better. That is what is happening to you. You are updating, and once this completes, you are going to operate at a level you never have before. Your mind will be sharper, your intuition will be clearer, your energy will be stronger. But you have to let the update finish. Rest is not laziness right now. Rest is required. Now let's talk about the people who are suddenly showing up in your life. New faces, new connections, people you have never met before but feel like you have known forever. Conversations that go deep within minutes. These are not random encounters. These are divine assignments. Paragraph 25, 1006 characters. These people are part of your new tribe. They are frequency matches, and they are being magnetized to you just like you are being magnetized to them. Pay attention to who is showing up. Pay attention to what they are saying. Pay attention to the doors they are opening, because they were sent. They are part of the answer to prayers you prayed months ago. And while new people are arriving, notice who is disappearing. People who used to call regularly have gone silent. Relationships that felt solid have become distant, and you might be tempted to chase them, to reach out, to fix whatever broke. Do not. Their exit is as orchestrated as the new arrivals. They are not leaving because you failed them. They are leaving because their assignment in your life is complete. If you keep trying to hold on to expired relationships, you block space for the new connections that are trying to form. So release them, bless them, and let them go without guilt. Let me also address the downloads you have been receiving. Paragraph 26, 1008 characters. You have always known you were meant for something significant, but lately it has become more specific. You are getting clear directions, detailed visions, specific instructions, and part of you is terrified because what you are being shown is bigger than anything you have ever attempted. It requires resources you do not have. It requires skills you have not developed, and your logical mind is screaming that this is impossible. Ignore that voice. That is fear masquerading as wisdom. What you are being shown is a mandate, an assignment, and yes, it is bigger than you. It is supposed to be. This requires you to step out before you see the path. This requires you to move before the resources appear, and that is what separates chosen ones from everyone else. Chosen ones move on instruction, not on evidence. So stop waiting until you feel ready. You will never feel fully ready, but you have enough to take the next step, and the next step is all heaven is asking you to take. Paragraph 27, 997 characters, and when you take it, the next one will appear. That is how this works. Now I want to address something that might be uncomfortable but needs to be said. Some of you have been dealing with spiritual attacks that manifest physically, unexplained headaches, sudden anxiety, ringing in your ears when you are about to do something significant, vivid nightmares that leave you drained. These are not medical issues. These are spiritual interferences. They are increasing because you are getting closer to your activation. But every attack is confirmation that you are on the right path. Every interference is proof that you are a threat. So when you feel those attacks, do not run. Stand. Declare your authority. You are a chosen vessel carrying a divine assignment. and no weapon formed against you will prosper. So start seeing yourself as provided for right now. Start speaking like someone who has access to unlimited resources, because provision follows perspective, and the moment you start carrying yourself properly. Paragraph 28, 949 characters. Like someone who is favored, provision will start showing up. Watch what happens when you shift your language. Stop saying, I cannot afford that. Start saying, I am in transition, because words are seeds. Doors are about to open that you did not knock on. Opportunities are about to present themselves that you did not pursue. Do not question them. Walk through them. These are divine setups. And do not let imposter syndrome steal what is being handed to you. You are ready in his strength, and that is all that matters. The urgency you have been feeling is a prophetic alarm. Your window is open. Your scene is here. When you feel that urgency, let it propel you into action. Chosen one, everything is aligning right now. You are standing at the threshold of the most significant scene of your life. So take a breath. Make a decision right now that you are done playing small, done waiting. From this moment forward, you walk in the fullness of who you were created to be. Paragraph 29, 200 characters. You trust the process, honor the shift, and step into the impossible, because that is where your destiny is waiting, and you, chosen one, were made for this exact moment.